Hello traders, welcome to a brand new week. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Yes, and as usual we'll just be going through the dollar pairs and be analyzing them to we'll know what to expect for the week. So if you are new here, my name is Kajetan, and what I do here is that I analyze the forex market and give us a direction for the week with my smart money concept analysis. And yeah, I try to make the chart more understandable for everybody. And yeah, if you are new here, just do well to like and subscribe, and yeah, God bless you. And yeah, let's just dive straight into the video. So we'll be going through the major dollar pairs. Okay, so we're starting with USD/JPY. Okay, all right, so we'll be going from the weekly time frame then to the daily time frame. Okay, so looking at what the weekly time frame is telling us, you see that USD/JPY is extremely bullish and is continuing to the upside. So last week I told us that USD/JPY has gotten to a very important level, that is this liquidity high here, and it has completed this up move that has been moving on since April 2025. So I told us that USD/JPY getting here, that we would see some more up movements before we might see some selling. That is a retracement back to the downside, and last week it gave us that retracement that we were looking for. So yeah, so it gave us that retracement that we were looking for last week, and yes, it came down as expected. So going to the daily time frame, so we'll be seeing the entire move that happened last week. So just look at it. So after I bought a few pips above this level, that's about like say 84 pips above that level, it came down and sold, but I'm still expecting some more selling pressure, right, at least till this level. But let's see, we are reacting to what the market is doing, and we are not trying to predict the market. So if market gives us a good up move again, we'll look to buy. Okay, and so yeah, that's just basically it for USD/JPY. If you go to the 4-hour, there's not much. It has just been moving in one direction, and there's no much opportunities here on USD/JPY, except you just choose to buy at any point, and it has not just given a clear opportunity yet. Why is network bad? That's network bad. Okay, so you can see it came very close to this liquidity low, but it didn't swipe it. So I expect that if price comes to take out this high again, this high, price comes to take out this high, we might see another sell taking out all this low self here. Might see a huge sell move, like this move now could get to this point. But yeah, that's just the outlook for USD/JPY. So moving on to XAU/USD. So XAU has been bearish, and yes, I've been posting the analysis on XAU/USD on this channel. So if you want to see what we've been doing since, you can just go back to check it out. My previous videos, I had analysis on XAU/USD. So what I said was that XAU/USD has gotten to it has broken this level, right? And from this level now, we might be expecting a retracement, right? And throughout last week, XAU/USD has been giving us that retracement. So it broke this low, it just swept liquidity over this low and started pushing. It came back down and tapped into this place and kept pushing. It gave us the retracement that we're looking for. Now the question is, will XAU start selling from this region? First of all, what we have to do is that we check the premium and discount levels from this high to this low. That's the most recent move. Okay, so the question now is, will XAU start selling from this place? So I say the first thing we need to do is to measure out the premium and discount levels. That's from the top of the range to the bottom of the range, right? And after the most recent retracement, the top of the range to the bottom of the range. So you see that XAU has retraced up to the 50% mark. Okay, so in this whole move it has retraced back to 50%, so it's now in a premium level to sell. Okay, so if it was in a discount level, we would be buying, but it is in a premium level, so it's wise for us to sell at a premium level and buy at a discount level, because buying at a discount level means you are buying cheaper, and if you are selling at a premium level, it means you are selling higher. You are selling higher, or you're selling at a point where it's more expensive, so you have to make gain. You get the point? So yes, so if you see, XAU has gotten to that 50% place, and what can XAU do from here? It can start selling. If you see, I mark this other block here, so XAU can start selling, but we are not predicting what price will do. We are reacting to what price will do. Okay, so if we see something like this, right, and XAU takes out this low and gives us a retest into this zone, we can short XAU to this downside. But XAU can also go up and take out this liquidity high and tap into this other block that we have here. You get? So it's still an option. For now, buying XAU will be the wiser option. I don't know if you understand. It's to be the wiser option, because XAU has not given us any confirmation now. So if we are to react to price, we'll be buying XAU. You get? So, but if XAU reacts from here, then we will sell. But if it doesn't give us a reaction or a change in state of delivery, we are still buying XAU till God knows when. Okay, so that's just the analysis for XAU. XAU is still bearish, but we've gotten the retracement throughout last week. Now let's see what this week has in store for us. So what I expect XAU to do, I expect it to take out this liquidity high, right, give us a tap into this other block, a change in state of delivery, a retest, and then we can short XAU from here. Alright, so moving on to the next pair, that is GBP USD. Now we see that GBP USD has been selling for the longest of times, and oh my, rain is falling. So GBP USD has been selling, and it's just basically the same thing. We are still trying to continue GE to the downside, right? And GE has gotten to a good point in the market, but it has not still tapped into this other block that I had here. So my analysis for GE is that at least from here you might see a short to the downside again, because throughout last week it has given that retracement we are looking for, right? If you check the range, from the top of the range to the bottom of the range, GE has given a retracement up to like 50%. So it has gotten to a premium level, and it is at a premium level that we can sell. Okay, so that's just the point. So the same thing for GE, we are expecting a sell to the downside and possibly to come and take out all these lows that we have here. Okay, so that's just the point. So Euro USD is still the same analysis, right? It's still the same analysis. So we expect EU to give us, I feel EU still has a bit more retracement in it, so we'll be expecting something like this. Although this is the setup that I had, that EU might play out next week. So it takes out this place, this liquidity here, it gives a fake out, clears the high, give us a change of character, and yes, we short EU to this low and to the other lows beneath it. Okay, so that's just the plan for EU. So yeah, it's just basically the same thing. So we want EU to take out this liquidity high, tap into this other block, and then we look for a sell. If you check the entire range, you see that other block is in the premium level. You understand? That is why it's more advisable to sell from here. So this is why we should not sell EU now, because EU has not gotten to a premium level. So I think I even have a setup here that I want to take EU to this liquidity high. So yeah, this is the setup. So possibly EU gives us this setup next week and we can take EU to this liquidity high and possibly to this other block, but this is where I'll be exiting the trade. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that's the plan. So that's just the whole analysis for EU. That's the whole analysis for EU. So EU is bearish. We still expect more retracement. I think GE has given a better retracement throughout the week, and I expect EU to do so next week also and tap into this other block, and then we can now short EU from this place. Okay, so I hope we are understanding. So which other pair do we have? Okay, this is US 30, this is yen basket, Australian dollar, US dollar. Yeah, so nothing much again. So GBP JPY has been bullish. It has been bullish. I think I analyzed it one time, one of my market outlook videos, and yeah, the network is quite bad. So if you see from this lens now, right, you see from this lens, you see that GBP/JPY has been bullish, right? So the wise option is to follow the trend. Always follow the trend. Alright, I even showed us last week that USD/JPY was supposed to tap into this place, but it didn't get here actually, but it just took out this liquidity low and started pushing upwards. Okay, so yeah, that's just the whole point. So if you look at the 4 hour, right, this was just some analysis. I didn't take this trade, but what do I expect GBP/JPY to do now? You see that it has gotten to a liquidity high, and possibly after a liquidity high we expect a retracement. So you check, you measure the whole range and expect a 50% retracement. So what do we expect now? You can see this liquidity low is at the 50% already, so you can expect that price would most likely take out that low. Okay, so we mark that low out as a liquidity low. Okay, so yes, so we expect price to just come, and from here it takes out this low, right, sweeps it, gives us a change of character, and then we can now long GBP/JPY to this high. Okay, so that's just the analysis for GBP/JPY, and this is what I expect it to do for the entirety of next week. Okay, so yeah, I think that brings us to the end of this week's market outlook, right? If there's any pair that you are interested in analyzing that I'm not yet analyzing, you can just put it in the comments. Next market outlook, I'll do well to look into it and we'll analyze it together. Okay, so yes, thank you all for joining, thank you all for tuning in, and yes, please just do well to like and subscribe, right, so that my videos can get pushed to other people. And yeah, God bless us all. See you next week. All right, bye.